strengthen you with that come on through. What? Strengthen you with that push through. Let's go. Strengthen you with that come on through. Strengthen you with that push through. Let's go. Strengthen you. Strengthen you. Come through. We strengthen you. You got it. Push it through. Push it through with that strengthen you. Hey, strengthen you with that come on through. Strengthen you with that push through, boo. Strengthen you with that come on through. Strengthen you with that push through. Let's go. Strengthen you with that come on through, boo. Strengthen you with that come through. Get ready for this energy. It's about to be real. Strengthen you. Hey, what it do? What it do? Hey, my boo. Hey, honey. Hey, Sugarfoot, Honey Love, Sweet Face, all of y'all. It's been a long minute. But that's cuz, man, when I tell you that life been real, life been more than real. It's been hitting me from every angle in which you can think about it's supposed to hit you. And it's been like, bah, 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 smack. Wow. But yeah, it's been real. But yet and still, your girl is back in the building, and I refuse to give in to giving up on myself, and I refuse to give in to giving up on you. So I'm back, and we here, and of course, we got some sections or some segments that I like to go through because we all need each other, and each one reach one, teach one, right? It's real out here in the field. So we got our word of the day. I don't know what it is yet. We're going to find out together. And of course, I'm going to hit you with a little awareness because when we know better, we do better. And that's just how we elevate ourselves to the next level of our lives. Then we're going to do a little bit of history. So I'm going to start doing a little bit more of recent history. Right now, I got a little old history because I'm relying on my cards, but doesn't matter. I'm coming with the history. But so we're going to do a little history, and then we're going to do a little working out, but then we're going to talk about the topic, okay? Because I don't want it to just be one straight hour of me talking about the same thing. So I try to break it up, and we do little different things. I hope you was vibing to my new song. I'm still working on things because I had to get hit with the switch up because that's what life does. It always change up on you. And when it change up, you have to adapt to the situation and switch with it. So with all that being said, let's get in tune. Strengthen you in the building. The word of the day, don't wait, educate. The word of the day, don't wait, educate. Hey, okay, so I got my word I'm about to share. We're about to share the screen, learn together. That's what I'm talking about because most people are embarrassed that they don't know something, but I'm showing that there is no fear in me not knowing. So let's get it. Oh, I know this word. I don't know what it means, but it's obvious. Oddment, right? Oddment. So see, I didn't make this word up. It came today.
Oddment.
Oddment. So it's a noun and it's usually oddments. A remnant or part of something typically left over from a larger piece or a set. It almost sounds like a little puzzle piece is an oddment. But let's find out. Here go our example sentences. The dress was made of colorful oddments stitched together in a classic design. Denise gathered oddments from various china sets to build her eclectic collection. Bill used oddments from his auto shop to repair the engine. Okay, so yeah, pieces of something. Give me your sentence in the chat. Hit me with oddments and what they mean to you. So let me see a sentence for me with oddments. Joy used oddments from stroke devices to make another device. No, I don't like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I use oddments of this outfit to make this dress, and it was kind of hot, but it was a little bit raunchy, so I couldn't really wear it outside because people would have known that I shouldn't have been outside like that. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Uh, so okay, let me tell y'all before I even keep it moving, okay? Because I know you used to me talking about the king on the scene on the team and the. Okay, so let me This is all of me, okay? The strength in you has been that for a reason. So I'm here to put the strength in you, and we're not gonna worry about nothing else. And you're gonna see what to do, when to do, how to do. But let's do what we do, right? Okay. Let's raise awareness, you see. Why? Because prevention is key. Yeah, raise awareness, because again, when we know better, we can do better. And it's all about changing the game. It's all about helping our kids know better to break the cycles and be able to break these chains of cancer and stroke and diabetes and lupus and all these other ailments that kind of came out of nowhere, but then again didn't come out of nowhere, but they here nevertheless. So I just want to talk about it and start raising a little awareness, because certain things like stroke, which I experienced, couldn't walk, talk, swallow, is kind of preventable in most cases. Don't get me wrong, stroke does happen for no reason sometimes, and it's called a cryogenic stroke. Those are a real thing, but for the most part, strokes are preventable. So, how do you prevent stroke? Well, for one, obesity, right? It's real out here in America. We be out here, we want to, the quick meal. We want it quick. We don't want to go home and cook. And don't nobody believe in the slow cookers anymore. So we've been out here buying this fast food. And y'all listen, processed food is out here killing us. And it's really like raising not only our blood pressure, but these diabetes and stuff. So if you can help it, try to eat better, drink more water, exercise regularly, maybe at least 3 times a week. And it don't have to be your regular stuff where you going to the gym and you pumping. Everybody ain't got that in them, but everybody can dance. Everybody can get up and clean their house, whatever that looks like. Ain't nobody telling you to bust 8,000 sweats in an hour. But what we are saying is 20 minutes a day will save your life. It can save your heart. It can just change everything. So try to regularly exercise, walk around your block. Like, even if you can't get outside much and you just got to walk through your house, listen, anything helps. Anything beats nothing. Okay. Stop smoking. That makes your blood vessels get narrow, so that kind of clogs up, keeps things from functioning properly. Also, if you're not drinking a lot of water, water is the thing that helps things flow through the body. So I encourage you to definitely start drinking more water. If you are a smoker, fall back on that. Now, there's no proof, none about no marijuana. So I'm not judging you if you're smoking no weed. Technically, I'm not judging you, period. But if you can help it, I would rather you smoke a little weed than smoking those cigarettes, because you can't even really get decent life insurance for a reasonable price if you out here smoking cigarettes. Real talk. So I encourage you to fall back from that. Also, cut back on your drinking, because we all like to throw them back, including myself. But we got to be a little easy on that, because it definitely will lead to strokes. And then 90% of people are left with these deficits, and they require major care, and it's have us out here real bad, right? So that's kind of why I'm talking about stroke, because you got to be faster, which is watch for balance, as face, arm, speech, time for the emergency room. So that's an acronym that everybody should know. Teach your kids, because you can save a life. I think, if I'm not mistaken, every 3 seconds you lose 1 million brain cells as a stroke survivor. So pull back and no more, if that makes sense. Yeah, pull back from the things that's not good for you and go get more of the things that is good for you. Um, Also, I will tell you that stroke is like the 5th leading cause of death in women in the USA. That's why I'm talking about it, because I'm one of those women who made it. God blessed me to be here to tell this story, to tell you that my mom died from stroke. She was one of the 5 women that died from stroke. So I'm not telling y'all none of this stuff to scare you. The whole point of all this and what I do with my awareness and my fun and my energy is so you can remember how to do certain things so you can live longer, because I want you in the building a little bit longer. So that's what it's all about. So be fast is a real thing. And then what else I want to tell you about? Track. Track I learned about last season. Let me see if I can remember. This is some for diabetics. It helps to bring your numbers down and help possibly preventing you from needing insulin. If I'm not mistaken, the T was take your medicine. R was regularly exercise. A was to be more active. C was control your A1C. No, your ABCs. Control your ABCs, which is um oh my, your A1C, your blood pressure, and your cholesterol. And then K was kicking a smoking habit. So yeah, that's what that was all about. These are things that are extremely important. So I know y'all get tired of hearing me saying it, but I can't help saying it because it's real life and we have to prevent it. Prevention is key, right? Okay. Thank you, honey. And it is amazing. Okay, so and before nope, I'm just gonna continue doing too much. Okay, let's keep it moving. What's your history? Cause mine's a mystery. Let's uncover it and try to see. What's your history? Cause mine's a mystery. No, real talk. This segment is important only because if we learn each other's history, guys, we can stop putting each other in this little box, and we'll start to understand that we are more alike than we think we are. So that's why the history is important. And if we start highlighting the good parts of the history versus all the negative parts of what is, then maybe we'll move a little bit different. So today's history is Percy Julian. He was born on April 11th of 1899, and he passed away April 19th of 1975. Who was Percy, you want to know? Percy L. Julian was a research chemist and a pioneer in the chemical synthetics of medical drugs from plants. He was the first to synthesize the natural product phytocysamine, don't make me lie, used to treat glaucoma, and a pioneer in the industrial large-scale chemical synthesis of human hormones. His work led the foundation of the steroid drug industry production of cortisone, other corticosteroids, and birth control pills. Started his own company to synthesize steroids immediates from the wild Mexican yam. He received more than 130 chemical patents, and last but not least, he is one of the first African Americans to receive a doctorate in chemistry. First African American chemist inducted into the National Academy of Science. Percy L. Julian, everybody. Yes. So as I said, hey Jerry, how you doing, Sugarfoot? As I said, these things are important, guys, because when we learn each other's history, we'll stop putting each other in a box and thinking that we're different, because we're not so different after all. Now here comes the fun part. Did you miss me? Okay. Push through with that strength in you. Get up, what? Get moving. Get up, what? Get moving. Ah. Get up, what? Get moving. Now, look, first of all, y'all ain't seen me in a couple months. Look, my surgery. Look, range of motion. I got some. It's doing good. It's moving. It's moving. So, we're going to do a little working out because, again, accountability is everything. And I'm here to hold you and myself accountable for a little bit of movement, because when we want better, we got to get up and do better. So, what we're going to do is nothing too major because it's the first day that we're getting back in action together. So, I ain't trying to run you away. But remember, this ain't your average podcast. So I'm saying it to say, if you're listening in, I'm going to encourage you to go subscribe on my YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, anywhere we can actually watch the podcast and be a part of this action, because we need to move together and win together, because we need each other. So we're just going to walk in place first. Let's go. And then after this is the topic. We gonna do the topic and talk about life because it's real. In the field, we ain't quitting, it's ideal. Hey, 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 just move your body, don't quit. Just go. Just go with it. Just y'all know I be thinking I'm a rapper. No, but the goal is to make it fun. Because don't nobody just want to sit here and just stand here and just march. Just march. No, it got to be fun, because that's why we want to move. Keep the energy flowing. That's what it's all about. Good energy, good spirits. Just go. I love this. We about to go for what you know. Hey, let's do it and do it and do it. No. Okay. So we've been marching for a good, I don't know, maybe a minute. So what we're gonna do first is just some side to sides, right? And I just mean you're gonna step from side to side. If you're in your wheelchair and you can't step, do your body side to side. The whole goal is for you to adapt to however your body moves. Don't ever feel like you can't. You just adapt it to what you can. Whatever you can, okay? Now just step. This is balance. Just step. This is balance. Take your time. Go as slow as you need to go, but just go. Don't quit. This the shit. Okay, no, I ain't gonna start cussing, but no, for real. Just go. That's what it's about. It ain't about how I look. It ain't about how long it take you. It ain't about you being on my speed. It's about you doing what you can do. Because again, this podcast is called Strength in You. All of your strength is in you. No matter what that look like, no matter how long it takes, we're gonna move our bodies and we're gonna do what's necessary to get to the other side. Because ain't no quitting us. Life gonna throw you balls all the time. Now, what you gonna do with the ball? You gonna let it smack you in the face, or you gonna knock it out the park, or at least hit it and it's gonna fall in front of you? You gonna take a swing at it, right? That's what we're doing every time we take a step. Take a swing at stroke. Take a swing at life. We refuse to quit on us. Other people may quit on us, but guess what? We gonna never do? Quit on ourselves. We ain't gonna worry about what nobody else got to do. We're gonna worry about what we can do. So now we done these. Now we're just gonna stop. Right? But we're not really stopping. We're gonna go side to side with your body now. You're gonna keep your core tight as you can keep it, because again, you need this for everything. And you go side to side. 2, let's go. Come on. 3, no quitting. 4, team no cap. 5, let's go. 6, push through. 7, let's go. 8, strengthen you. And 9, what it do with the 10. Keep going. And 11, don't. 12 and 13, don't quit with the 14. We're going to 20. Here's the 15. Push 16 and 17. Don't stop. And 18, keep going. And 20. Whew. Okay, you should feel a little something going on. I don't know. But now all I want you to do, we're going to do some arm stuff. We're going to start with some shoulder shrugs. Nothing too major. We're going to do 20. I don't know. When they ask you what you know, what you know, and you see mine is off because this good side, it does real good. But this left side is like, what you want? I don't want it. I can't do it. But I'm saying we're going to do it. So I'm kind of holding my hands together. And again, remember, it's not about speed. It's not about a look. It's just about a do. That's all it's about, is a do. Too often we out here worried about the wrong things. And the thing that you need to be worried about is how you're going to do what you do the way you do it. Because only you can do it the way you do it. So let's get it. You don't know. Let's go. And 1, 2, what you 3, and 4, 5, 6, with intention. 7, come on. 8, little things. 9, it counts. 10, push through. 11, strengthen you. 12, don't quit. 13, you got it. 14, 15, 16, almost there. 17, 18, my body hot. 19, 20. Okay, now, see, you did good. It's not about nothing else except you doing it. And I'm holding you accountable like I'm wanting you to hold me accountable. We got to help each other reach the next level. We got to stop trying to outdo one another and start working together to reach the goals that we want to reach. It ain't going to happen just out here trying to do it by ourselves and pull somebody. They got to want to be with you and rock with you. But anyway, so whatever you can do, if you can grab your arm like I'm about to, we're just about to lift our arm over our head, okay? If you can't get it over your head, that is so fine, honey love. You get it wherever you can get it. If you only can get it here, that's okay. If you can only get it here, that's okay. Literally take it wherever your body allows you to go. The goal is to do it, okay? Don't quit on me. Let's go. One, 10 times. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna hold it. Two, I gotta teach this arm how to move. Come on. Three, the topic is on the way. We'll get there. Four, you're almost there. Come on, don't quit on me now. Five, just take it where you can. Six, four more, almost there. Seven, eight, two more. Nine, good job, last one. 10. Good job. Shake that out. Let's get into this young topic because we're about to talk about what's real. And I hope y'all got input and insight because it's real out here in the field and we need each other. The topic of the day is on the way. Don't hesitate to listen. Listen to the topic. Topic of the day. Yeah. The topic of the day is on its way. Hey, okay, the topic. Okay, so today's topic, as y'all already know, we're back and it's real, and we got to talk about what's real. Now, let me tell you what's real right now. The facts are, it's up to us. What am I talking about right now? I'm talking about our accessibility into this world. I'm talking about our being seen as people of a different ability versus of a different ability. See, this disability has people believing that they're incapable of doing some things. It has people feeling like they're less than and that they just can't. And that's just not facts. So it's up to us, the people of the different abilities, to start speaking up for ourselves and reaching and asking for the things that we want to need, like these accessibility buttons. I know I started talking about it last season, but we didn't get to dwell on it like I wanted to. And I'm still waiting to hear back because I actually had submitted paperwork to the ADA, and I also sent paperwork to my I can't even think of their name right now. Not the name, but you know what they call. Not the committee, but not the Senate, but basically the stroke brain. But my point is, all of this is up to us, and it starts with us starting to see ourselves different. If we continue to see ourselves as handicapped or disabled, people are not going to respect that we can do things. Don't get me wrong, some of us really are handicapped, some of us really are disabled, but for the most part, the majority of us are handicapable with a different ability. And we really need to start speaking on that because if we keep running around here acting like we have a diss in front of our abilities, we're not going to keep trying to shine our light. We're going to start to let our light dim. And then it's not going to grow and go anywhere. So it's important that we start, number one, speaking up for one another and that we start seeing each other in a different light because I'm noticing we don't even treat one another the way we're supposed to as people of different abilities. It's just like, unfortunately, it's just like the Black community. How can you expect other races to respect us if we don't respect us? So it's just like with our abilities. How can you expect other abilities to believe that we can if we don't even believe we can? So we really have to start doing better with speaking up for things that we need and want, like I said, accessibility buttons. If only one person, which is myself, is sending in stuff complaining about these buttons, they're not gonna take me serious. It's like she's out here just complaining. She's the only one who got something to say. It's just these small people, and it's like the minorities trying to fight for something. It don't really go nowhere until the majority rules, and then everybody jumps on board. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like accessibility buttons, we really have to start speaking up, guys. Like when you go to these stores and you can't get in, you need to speak up so the managers can start complaining to their higher ups, and then the higher ups can start complaining to their higher ups because everybody gets tired of being complained at. Don't nobody want you to keep complaining to them or with them. Well, no, not with them, but not to them. So unfortunately, the only way things gonna get done is if we start speaking up and speaking out. But just like mama used to say, a closed mouth don't get fed. And that's kind of what's going on. We just kind of living life well, we're existing in life because we're not really living. If you can't go outside and you can't go into a store and there is no place for you to go and have a good time and possibly spin around on your wheelchair on a dance floor, like if you're not having the average life like the average person, then you're not really living life. You're just existing in a world that tells you how you need to live. But should nobody get to depict how you gonna live your life? Should nothing stop you or hinder you from living your life if you're in a world where you've paid taxes and you deserve to have an accessibility button? It's as simple as putting a button into onto a building, into an establishment. But again, it's not going to just happen if we don't speak up. We have to start speaking up. And don't get me wrong, I get that there are life situations that you feel is more president over the other. But at the end of the day, it's not. Nothing is really, unless it's a life and death situation, nothing is really more important than you feeling like a person, or you feeling like you belong, or you feeling like you can go outside and be a productive citizen without having to sit in front of a door and knock on it to have somebody let you inside of it. That is not only degrading, it's depressing, and it just adds to depression. And our world, if you haven't noticed, mental health is real, and it's starting to blossom even more because people are not speaking up and people are just acting as if things don't exist when they really do. And it's just like somebody, which will be me if need be, I'm starting it, but we definitely have to start speaking up because we are important, and there is no diss on your ability. You are just as capable as anybody else. It just looks different. And I don't care whether you had a stroke, whether you have what's the other one, MS, what else mess with your body, cerebral palsy. I don't care what your situation is, we all have a different ability. Whether it's those ailments, whether it's lupus, whether it's unseen and maybe hearing, you just never know what people are going through. And the whole point is we are all of a different ability. So that means we should all be fighting for this cause. It shouldn't just be because I have a physical limitation that I'm fighting for this cause. And unfortunately, it took for me to be in this situation and me be on that side of the door where I had to knock for somebody to let me in, and my whole spirit was crushed for a second. And then I had to turn it around and start to, talk myself off the ledge. Unfortunately, that's kind of what happened, but better late than never, right? And so now that I know better, I have to do better, and I have to raise the awareness to be able to advocate for people who's like me and who never had the voice to speak up for themselves, to say, hey, I need a button. I want to get in too. Or even like stretch out your aisles. I want to roll my wheelchair through the aisles and pick out a nice outfit. For example, you go in Family Dollar, you go in Rainbow, you go I don't know, Ace Hardware. You go in these different stores that has accessible parking, but they don't have accessible aisles. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So again, these things won't change if we're not advocating for ourselves. It's just the day is gonna go on, and people are gonna live their lives, and it's gonna be nothing from nothing that's gonna leave nothing, and we're gonna be back in the same position that we started in, with nothing occurring, with nothing happening, and people still looking at us as, oh, you handicapped with a disability. No, I'm not. I drove here, which obviously makes me capable. I'm walking into the store, or I'm willing into the store, which makes me capable. So again, there is no handicap on nobody's ability except for the people who limit themselves to that, or the people who really are in that position. But for the most part, the average person with a different ability just needs the proper access to be able to get inside. I don't understand why there are not even automatic doors everywhere. We're at the part of technology where you use a fingerprint for everything, or they taking what they do at the airline now, where they just kind of take your picture there and you throw your ID in there and make sure it's you and you're going about your life. Well, if they can do all that, why they can't just give us a thing that see that we coming and the door open up and you can get in, and the door is wide enough for somebody who has a wheelchair or who has a walker so they don't scrape their fingers or whatever the case may be. But again, these things may seem small to some because they're not the ones living with the situation. But at some point, God willing, we're all going to be old enough to where we're going to need some accessibility into these establishments. So we have to start speaking up and speaking out, whether you live with the situation or not. You know somebody who do, you got a friend who do, you see somebody who do. So at the end of the day, we need everybody to be on board with this. Like, I know y'all done seen this petition floating around, and it's gonna keep floating around until we get it where we need it to be. But we definitely have to start speaking up. It's not a thing to where you got to keep your eyes closed. You really have to open your eyes and just be like, man, this is really a serious thing because depression is growing. And a lot of times, from the people who I'm meeting and who I've talked to recently, they say things like, there's no point even trying. I can't even get outside. There's no point even trying. I can't get in the building. There's no point even trying. There ain't no place made for me where I can go and have some fun. So then they don't try. And then that leads further into that depression of I can't. And then that takes you even further into worth and value. And if you feel like you have no worth and no value, then think of what it's going to take you. It's not going to take you very far in life, period. So that's why each one of us need to reach out to our aldermans and to our councilmen. Those are the names I was trying to think of at first, but I couldn't think of. But it's really important, guys, because we all gonna either need a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, them two-pronged little cane things. I don't even know, crutches. Yeah, that's what they call. But they're all important, and people are important. All people are important. So if we don't let people know how important they are by speaking up for them, they're going to start to feel like they don't matter and they're less than. And we need to change that because we all matter, especially as people of color. We are so busy only concerned about self and what's for us that we forget that it's always been that way, and we ain't made it that far that way yet. So it's important for us to really start working more together to make sure we can ensure real growth and success in our families because the foundation is real. So the foundation of people is each one of us coming together for a common goal to make sure that the masses win at what's necessary to win. And the first thing that we need to win is speaking up for ourselves, is being an advocate, is being someone who sees the value in someone else and their struggle and know that your voice matters. It means everything. It can change everything. So if you can help it, I really encourage you and urge you and beg of you to start reaching out to your aldermen and city councilmen, or even, like I said, the store owners. Any store you go into, start complaining more often. Like, that don't mean be angry and act a fool and all that, but just be like, man, where your button at? We need, where your manager at? Let's write this down. Let me reach out to your higher ups or something, because I know it's more people with able bodies than there are with those of different ability bodies. And if you guys all start speaking up for all of us and we do the same, we'll be on a different level. It's so many other things that we got to speak up on. Like, it ain't even just about the accessibility buttons, it's also about our lives in general. Like, I'm on this new thing where I'm learning about um building wealth and creating something real for my family, because I come from drugs and I come from alcoholism and I come from nothing. I come from my grandmother's basement. So I didn't have a pot to piss in. So I'm like, I'm out here now, stroke to open my eyes up, honey. I'm ready for life. Okay. But anyway, I've been learning how money works and stuff. And I'm really learning that people are really not out here protected. How you out here protecting your phone and your car got insurance, but your life ain't got none? That don't even make sense to me. That's part of the awareness. All of this is a part of real life that we just don't talk about because, again, nobody in our community is really sitting in their household. Like, this is the thing that we need to talk about. We need to make sure we got this money saved up and make sure our kids good. No, they really don't be like nothing. And then when they do say stuff, they be like, I want to make sure I got enough to pay for this funeral. What about the people you left behind? What about the debt you left behind? Huh? What about all that? All these things that kind of come up outside of your death and nobody really thinks about it until death really occurs. And it's like, now that I know better, I truly want to do better. So now I've been out here really trying to learn this money game and learning the importance of term life insurance and making sure you invest the difference of your money, because if you ain't got no money, it's about to be real light here in the field, and your insurance is gonna cover, those expenses, but you want to think of it as you might live a little longer than you thought you was gonna live. Now you got some retirement saved up, and you can go splurge and have a good life and not worry about your insurance and taking from that money. But the whole point of all of this is up to us. It is up to us to get out here, to learn more, to do more, to reach more, to teach more, to not hold on to gems. Most of us got gold mines right up in here, but we ain't telling nobody because we don't want nobody to get the level up on us. And we got to stop that. We need to want each other to win. That's what it's all about. And want us to win enough to where you want us to have automatic doors so we can all get into the building. Like, love us enough to where you want us to all win, to where you want to share the knowledge that you have of how you got the money that you got. I know one thing: being in a billion with $1 million earners change your mindset, and it gets you ready for life on a whole different level. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for what the world and what God has for me, because big things are on the horizon. So I encourage you to definitely get out there and learn more, to reach more, to teach more, because listen, awareness is key in every aspect of your life, okay? No matter what that means. We can change so much stuff, whether it's hypertension, whether it's diabetes, whether it's stroke, maybe even cancer as well, because I'm starting to think it's all this fake lie me. I was sitting over here just talking to a friend, and I was like, ain't that many damn chickens? I ain't seen no chickens, but it's a chicken restaurant everywhere, and it's all fast. Where they getting all them damn chickens from? This meat is out here, and listen, y'all, we need to pull back from some of this meat we eat. I don't know how true the things are, what I'm saying, but I definitely know some of this meat went around back in the days for a reason. So now it makes you wonder, where the hell does chicken come from? When is tilapia coming from? Where these different beefs coming? Stuff that don't look like what it's supposed to look like is out here doing stuff, feeding people stuff they ain't supposed to be feeding the people. I don't know. It's it's a lot going on in our food, y'all. And I just think so many things are preventable when we start talking about things. And it's all up to us, like I said, to reach one another and to educate one another with stuff that we know. And what I do know is we definitely need to start adding more vegetables to our diets, because I think the meat out here is real. And I think that's why cancer is on the horizon. And it's just out here blazing the trail, because we got all this that we don't know where it came from. I don't know where it came from, but we be out here eating it. I'm guilty too, because especially on them quick days, nobody got time for that. But we got to do better, because they out here trying to kill us, and y'all know they out here trying to kill us. And I'm talking about all of us. This ain't even got no color on it. This just, they got to keep the population at a certain place. So, and it could be a conspiracy theory in my own head. I don't know. I just know it is all up to us with everything that we do in this world, even with like working out. We need accountability partners, right? That's why most of us go to the gym, because it helps us be accountable for getting a workout in. That's why I do the little workout session on here for a little piece of minute, because even if it's just for 5 minutes for the day, it's something. I ain't gonna take your whole day and give you, make you do nothing, but you know what I'm saying. The whole point of it is it's up to us, and we're out here so busy want to step on each other that we can't learn from one another when we actually can learn from each other everything. And it's baffling that we would rather go through life thinking we right about everything instead of just learning from the people who've been through it, or who've seen what they've seen, and who can just give their opinion. You don't necessarily have to listen, but you also don't have to get mad at it either. People so busy being mad at when you tell them what's real that they don't want to hear it. but real is real. Facts are facts. Call it what you want. So, what I am sitting here begging and pleading for you is that you raise awareness in your communities about being faster, be faster, balance, eyes, face, arms, speech, time for the emergency room. I'm also hoping that you guys start eating better because I don't want nobody to be in my position. To learn how to walk, talk, swallow again was not a fun ride. Still ain't no fun ride. I'm still learning things. My nerves still be GDN and BDKing and whatever other game banging that they be doing, it still be doing it. And okay, I thought something was going on. But anyway, it still be things going on. So my whole point is I would never want nobody to be in a position that I am with this stroke. So if you can eat better, eat better. If you're in a position where you can get up and you can move your body, get up and move your body. If you stuck and you can find to your bed, but you can do stuff in your bed, do stuff in your bed. Stop limiting yourself. You are not handicapped. You are handicapable with a different ability, and it looks different from everybody else because it's you. It's meant to look different. You're not meant to look like nobody else. If we all were the same, it'd be a boring world out here. So it's good that we get to learn and do things the way we can do them because that's what makes us special. So I want you to embrace your special. I want you to love the human that you are. I want you to love even your trials because those are the things that strengthen you for your future. I can guarantee you, had I not been through the things I've been through growing up, this stroke would have whooped my ass. But it can't whoop me because I've already been through the flux. So if you've been through the flux, know that ain't none that you can't get through. You are amazing at everything that you've ever done. So all you got to do is keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep being amazing. Wait a minute, y'all. I've been over here missing my whole little, you dig over here. Wait, Jerry been laughing at me. And thank you, Jerry. It's stuff going on. I'm gonna let y'all read it. But my whole point to y'all is keep shining your light. We all have our own light to shine. Stop trying to compare your light to anybody else's. Don't change who you are. Keep going. Stay driven. Be tenacious. Don't think you too old to start because if you still breathing, you ain't too old. So that just means you need to get up, get out your own way, stop talking yourself out of stuff, and believe in your abilities and what you can accomplish. Because can't nobody stop you but you. So don't limit yourself. Stay strong. Know that what you're going through is actually meant for you because, again, nobody can do what you do the way you do it. It's all meant for you, and be open to the knowledge that the world has for you because as long as there's breath in your body, there's something to learn. None of us know it all. That's why we're out here steady learning how to do what we do because none of us know how to do it all. So be open to information from every angle of life because it's all around you. Knowledge is power, and that's how you're going to get to the other side of where you really want to be because you're going to take in what's necessary and expel what's not. But don't be so closed-minded that you can't find what's really for you because you think you know it all already because nobody has all the answers. I don't give a damn who you are. None of us has all the answers. So stay persistent in the world of change. Be open to grow who you are. Um, Keep looking and searching for your dream. Don't give up despite what you've been through. You are not what you've been through. You are not what happened to you. It does not define you. The only thing that defines you is how you handle the things that you go through. And in case you have something around you that's not really positive or that's not really helping you up, is hindering you, remove yourself. Remove you from what's not for you. You want to be around things that encourage you. You want to be around motivation. You want to be around light and love because the world itself is negative in itself. So you want to make sure the energies that you surround yourself with are conducive to the growth of your heart and into your spirit. There's no need for unwanted or unwarranted energy that is just not benefiting your life. Like, strength in you is for a reason. The strength is in you to set boundaries. The strength is in you to set the tone for what it is that you want and that you're looking for. Don't nobody else get to set that for you. So I really want you to be intentional about your actions. Be intentional about the people who you allow in your circle. Because remember, you have to allow them there. Can't nobody be where you don't want them. It's just what it is. If it's not good for you, get them out of your life, get them out your system, get them out your heart, get them out your face. It ain't for you. And sometimes God has a way of showing you who not meant for you when you're going through some of the most difficult times in your life. You'll get to learn who in your corner and who not. So when they show you, just thank them. Don't be mad. Don't be bothered. You may cry later because you're human and it's going to hurt to some degree. But just accept it and move on. It's because thank you. Thank them that it came sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? So um, remember to, number one, learn something new every day. No matter what it is, ain't nothing too small. Learn something new every day. Raise awareness about your situation, not in a negative way, but in a good way, and say what it is that you need. Mean what you say and keep it moving. Put work in. Faith without work is so dead. You can say until you blue in the face that you tired of being poor. I'm tired of not having this, and I'm tired of this, and I'm tired of my body. Be as tired as you want to be. But if you ain't gonna put in no action to match that tide, it don't matter how tired you are, you're gonna stay tired and you're gonna stay in the same situation. So if you want something different, you definitely gotta do something different. And nobody said it's gonna come easy, and nobody said it's gonna be comfortable. It's gonna be very uncomfortable. But that's a temporary uncomfortability to a permanent happiness. So be okay with being uncomfortable for a little while, because that's gonna keep building you up, and your comfort is gonna get there, and then that's when you're gonna get to spread your light and share your seed. Spread it on, and it's gonna grow in other places. That's that confidence that's radiating through you, because then you're gonna know who you are because of the things that you've been through. So I'm just saying, embrace the good, the bad, the ugly, and all, and make sure you put that work in. It's all about that strength in you. You see that logo in that corner? Fight lives in the heart of a survivor. That's what that means. You are a survivor. Anything that you've already gotten through, you survived, which makes you a warrior. Your fight been in your heart this whole time. You couldn't have got through if you sat there and kept crying. What was me again? And you just ugly crying all day. For what? Where's it got you? Nowhere. So if you've been doing that and you see it ain't gotten you nowhere or getting you nowhere, do something different. Get a little bit uncomfortable for your future to be a little brighter and a little bit more comfortable. That's what we all need. And it's just what it is. And I know that's easier said than done. But again, practice makes better. Okay. I used to say practice makes perfect, but this new business endeavor that I've encountered has taught me practice makes better. You're not going to get perfect because none of us was made to be that way. So if you keep practicing being the best you that you can be, no matter who accept it, you got to accept it. Be the best you that you can be, and you're going to be all right. Can't nobody else tell you about who you are but you. You embrace you. That's their business of what they think. What somebody else think about you ain't your business. It's all about what you think about you. So try your best at everything it is that you do. Be persistent at being consistent. Keep going. Never give in to giving up on yourself. It is worth every bit of the heartache. It is worth every tear. It is worth every scream. It is worth everything that you throw across the room. Hopefully it's just a pillow and you don't smack nobody. But it's worth every minute of it, because I'm telling you, the person who you are becoming is something amazing. It is something amazing. And I am proud that you haven't given up and that you still entrusted in me with information and with my crazy. Like, but I appreciate y'all as people. You're so strong. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you as well, Sugarfoot. I appreciate all you guys, and I am grateful to you for being um being open enough to know no, being open enough to let me in into your world, into your heart, and into your spirit, because I value what I do. And this is really what feeds me purpose, because I want to be here to remind you guys that we're just getting started. It ain't over for us yet. It's just getting started. And I'm steady trying to create platforms to where we can build outside of disability or disabled or the handicap, because we're none of those things. We are the handicapable with a different ability, just like everybody else. They don't label themselves, they just label themselves as gay, straight, and all these other things with their sexuality. But we don't do all that. I don't even want to be labeled as this nothing. Don't put a this in front of my abilities. I'm just of a different ability. That other thing, that handicapable, none of that really even matters, because at the end of the day, what I do is the way I do it, and the way you do it is the way you do it. Don't nobody else get to put a limitation on the way you live your life. There are people out there who only got one good leg, but they drive vehicles. I mean, no, I saw a girl, she got two legs, but she had no arms, and she was driving. So, I mean, again, nobody can limit you beyond where you limit yourself. So don't limit yourself, and don't let the world limit you. You are very capable of everything it is that you want to accomplish. You got the right to dream. Everybody got the right to dream, and you got a right to change. Whatever that looks like, you get out here and you do what you better do the way you do it, because damn it, it's you doing it. So don't you let nobody tell you nothing about the way you live your life. Now, you yourself got to know whether you're doing what's right and what's wrong for yourself. That's your life. Don't nobody get to tell you or nothing. They can say what they want, but it ain't gonna matter to you, because again, it matters how you feel about you. So if you're not happy with you, do something different. If you're happy with you, then get them the finger. Don't worry about what nobody else is saying about you. And again, it ain't your business to worry about how nobody feel about you, because that's their business. Who give a damn? Everybody got their own opinion, like they have a butthole, right? We all got one, and it don't matter what comes out of theirs. Come out of theirs, just like what come out of yours. Come out of yours. Neither here nor there. So, as I said, learn something new every day. Be open to change, be open to new, be open to people, because they help you be more aware also of who you are and the things that you will and you won't accept. Because remember, you teaching people what you will and you won't accept. That's coming up in a later segment. I mean, another show. But anyway, know your value, know your worth. You are not, I repeat, you are not disabled. You are of a different ability. You are handy capable. And you don't even have to do none of that handy anything. You're capable. You're capable of whatever you want to do. You are capable of whatever your body allows you to do. Period. 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 There is nothing else to be said about that. The world has put this handy thing on there because they had to give it a name, just like they had to give all these different sexualities. But again, that's none of our business. So somebody else's capabilities is none of our business. All we know is, if this person need a little bit of help, I got your back. If you don't need no help, I'm a fall back. But to keep labeling people and even labeling yourselves, you psyching yourself out. You training yourself to believe in what they said, and you're limiting yourself to how you're going to live your life. Stop limiting yourself. I'm telling you, you can never reach the heights that you're meant to reach. You can never reach what God has for you. You can never reach what was stamped next to your name if you out here being afraid. Stop being afraid. Fear hinders growth. Fear hinders everything. You can't achieve nothing in life with fear. Not even being funny, but imagine if you were scared to do it. You would have never known what that feeling was like. And it's a great feeling, right? So I'm just saying, don't let things of fear, because if you're a girl especially, you hurt, your first time gonna hurt. Well, she wasn't that scared because she still went down there and she did what she had to do. And it might have made some things happen, but she still did it. And now she keep doing it all the time. You can't sit her little nasty. She won't sit down. But no, for real, don't let fear stop you, because if fear stopped you, you wouldn't be out here doing the nasty. Some of y'all wouldn't be out here with 8 million kids because you would have been scared to keep doing that. So if you ain't let that fear stop you, don't let the fear of what nobody think about you stop you. Don't let the fear of what your body looks like stop you. Don't let the fear of your size stop you. Don't let the fear of what your parents told you growing up. Don't let none of them fears stop you from doing anything it is that you wanted to do in this world and in your life. Your dreams still matter. You deserve to still live them. They still exist. You just may have to go about them a different way, but the dream is there. Stop putting a lid on your dream. Stop closing up your life. It's open for you to live it how you want to, but you have to be open enough to live your life the way you want to live it with no fear. Everybody gonna always have something to say, and you can't please the masses. So don't even try. Get out there, live your life, shine your light, do your thug thizzle, and be the great you that you know how to be. That's all it is to do. Like, live your life, boo thing. That girl said she was tricked. Live your life, sugarfoot, sweet face, honey love, because guess what? Who life it is to live? Yours. Just like the people with the gay pride people got all this stuff and all these parades and pride. They got pride in who they are. Have pride in who you are and your abilities. Have pride in what you look like. Have pride in the fact that you move differently than anybody else. You got a special walk now. Because I come through with my little gangster lean and I'm all cool with it because it's my walk now. My switch is a little different. It look a little different, but it's all good. It's my switch. So be proud. Have pride in who you are as a person, because you're wonderfully made, perfectly imperfect, just the way you were intended to be. I know you didn't intend to be where you are right now, but it ain't necessarily for you to like have the plan. You didn't set the plan of you being here, so you ain't gonna set the plan on how it's gonna go. But you can set the plan on how you handle it. You can set the plan on what you do with it going forward. So again, don't stop living your life. Keep doing your thing. Keep going forward. Keep shining your light. Always finding that strength in you to push through anything that life gonna throw at you. Because guess what? It's gonna always throw something at you. It's gonna never stop throwing things at you. So be persistent at being consistent at changing your life. Be persistent and consistent about loving who you are. Embrace all of that. Embrace the woes, because you won't know the beauties without the woes. Embrace the negativity because you won't have the positivity without the negativity. So just embrace it all, knowing that it's all here meant to build you up to be the best you can be. There are your life lessons. They're meant for you to learn. They're meant for your light to shine how it needs to shine. Know that you are loved by the best and blessed by the best. And there's absolutely nothing in this world that you cannot accomplish if you always remember that glove and that heart right there where your fight lives, in the heart of a stroke survivor or in the heart of a survivor, period. That's where your fight lives. Your strength resides in you. So know that as long as you believe in you and what you can accomplish in this world, ain't nothing gonna hold you down. There's nothing that will stop you from shining your light. Sometimes you might get knocked down. Like I was knocked down for a couple months with all the deaths that I've been experiencing and the firing that I had from discrimination. That's gonna come on another segment. We're gonna talk about it because I'm fighting that too. But life is going to always be what it is, and it's going to always throw things our way. And it's because we are people and we live in an imperfect world. And because we live in an imperfect world, we have to accept that we're imperfect people. And we just have to embrace it all, knowing that it's there to make us stronger and to make us better. And you're going to keep shining your light as long as you put one foot in front of the other. That light gonna get a little bit brighter, just like the little lightning bug light used to. The closer it got to you. So no matter how little those steps are, that light is still flickering and it's still coming. And it's the same thing, no matter how tiny your steps are. As long as you reach it, going toward your goal, you're definitely going to reach it. Don't give up on yourself. I love you. Stay encouraged, stay blessed, and come back next week, my Sugarfoot. Tune in for Strokes of Humor this Friday. Is coming back. And also, we got our support group on Friday. If you're interested, hit me with an inbox. I'll holler at you later. Thank you. Go subscribe to the channel.